Welcome to Here's to Good Friends, where our motto is, when you want to talk, we are here to listen. My name is Jean-Jacques. Let me start by saying congratulations to the entire New York Giants franchise. Now, I say the entire franchise because it takes an entire team to win a game. From the managers to the coaching staff to the offensive line to the defensive line, everyone had a specific part to play, and they've all played it beautifully. So to that, we say congratulations once again to the New York Giants. Now that the introductions are out of the way, can I talk personally with you for a minute? Over the last couple of weeks, I've realized something. Not everybody understands this concept. Hygiene is everything. Let me say it one more time. Your hygiene is everything. The way you smell, the way you look, gives people that first impression of you. And as shallow as society is, that's what they're judging you on. That first impression. So having said that, I was thinking about something. I used to work in a parking lot. Now, if you've ever been to a parking lot, you know the attendant's booth is very small and compact. There's not too much air ventilation going on. My coworker, every time he'd walk into the office, he'd smell like corn chips. I never thought anything of it. Maybe the guy likes Doritos. Okay. Until one day he walked up to me while I was tying my shoes. I guess he had something to say to me. That's when I realized what that smell was. His feet was eating through his shoes. So I looked up at him. I said, "Bro, your feet eating through your shoes. You can't stay here. There's no ventilation in here for in here to be smelling like corn chips. The AC's not working. You gotta step out the office." You know, long story short, he left the office huffing and puffing. But my question to you is, should I have not said anything at all? Let me know. We have a great show for you today. So let me not take any more of your time. Let me listen to you now. Let's go to our first caller. All right, we have Brian on the phone. Brian. Hey, where you calling from?
I'm calling from Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay, good to hear you, Brian. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, I just moved down here maybe like a few months, I don't know, like 6 months ago or so.
Okay.
And I got involved in a relationship with somebody. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel badly about the situation because, man, I have herpes and I don't know how to tell them.
You have herpes and you don't know how to tell your partner?
Yeah.
Is your partner... now, Brian, I'm going to read you a little bit. Is your partner a man or a woman?
No, she's a woman, bro.
Okay. And how long has this relationship been going on?
About 6 months.
Okay. And I take it...
But it's funny you asked that question because I got it from a man. So it's funny you asked that question.
So, Brian.
Yeah.
You're bisexual.
I mean, I don't know if I would call myself that. It happened with him like once or twice. So I don't know if I would categorize myself as that. I like chicks.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm. But,
Okay. All right, Brian. Well, it's pretty simple. It's pretty simple what you have to do. First, I would get tested. I would get tested for any and all STDs. That's number one. Second, you have to sit this woman down and tell her, look, this is the situation. and let her make her own decision as to if she wants to stick around and stay with you, or if she just wants to dissolve the relationship.
Well, the thing is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have been using contraceptive.
Right.
But the reason I'm thinking about maybe I should tell her is because I heard today that you can still get it with contraceptives.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yes.
You know, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. I'm scared because how do you tell somebody that? You know, I thought I was protecting her from it.
Right.
And now I'm hearing that, you know, maybe I'm not. You know, it's tough. You know?
Well, you know what, Brian? The best way you can protect her from it, and it sounds like you really care about this lady, the best way you can protect her from it is to tell her the entire truth. You know, I don't know if she knows what your background is, but I think you should start off by telling her what exactly you have, telling her what your background is, and let her make the decision. You know, it's not going to be easy. It's certainly not going to be easy on your part or her part. But let her make the decision. Give her the benefit of the doubt. Give her the choice to make the decision. Let her know everything that's going on and see if she wants to stay or if she wants to leave. But if you really, really, and if you truly care about this lady, you'll tell her exactly what your past is, having been with men, and you'll tell her what the present is, having this disease.
That's a tough one.
It's not going to be easy, Brian. It's not going to be easy at all. Now, Brian, in addition to that, I would advise you to go get tested immediately for any and all STDs to find out what your status is.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It's not going to be easy, Brian, but you sound like a strong guy, so I'm pretty confident you'll get through it.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. Thanks, boss.
All right, no problem, Brian. Hit me back. Let me know how it turned out, okay?
All right, buddy.
All right, take care, brother.
All right.
All right. Okay, we have another caller on the phone. Caller, what is your name?
Chantel.
Chantel, how are you today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Chantel, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Jonesboro,
Jonesboro?
Georgia.
Okay, welcome, Chantel. What's on your mind today?
I have a dilemma. I work with two guys, and I'm physically attracted to one, but there's another one who's physically and mentally attracted to me. He's not bad looking, the one that's attracted to me, but they're both friends. Like, they're really, really good friends. And kind of got the one that's attracted to me. He knows that I'm attracted to the other guy, but he's kind of playing like the good friend role and kind of trying to set it up and hook it up, but he really wants me himself, and I'm kind of just stuck. I don't know what to do about the situation. I mean, we kind of had an incident where, you know, he kind of cornered me, and the one that actually likes me, he kind of did some things to me, and the other one was looking. So, I mean, I guess you can say, I mean, you know, it just kind of got a little bit risque. So, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go or what, you know, I don't know if, I just don't know what to do.
All right, Chantel.
I'm in between
All right, Chantel.
conflict and a rock.
Okay. So let's go back a little bit. Now, you said the one that likes you did a few risque things to you.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to share what exactly he did? Do you want to share what exactly he did, or you just want to leave it at that?
I'm just leave it at that. It was a little, you know, skin action.
Okay. But you know what, Chantel? Depending on what the one that liked you did to you, that might impact your chances with the one that you're attracted to.
Right.
Does that make sense? Now, it depends on what exactly he did. Now, I might be reaching a little bit, Chantel. Let me know if you don't feel comfortable answering this. Why, if you're not attracted to this one that likes you, why did you let him do anything to you?
Well, it was pretty much, I mean, I'll say this. I like the risque part of him. I like the fact that he's willing to, like, bust through boundaries and take risks and, you know, do things where we shouldn't do things. And, like, he'll you know, try to, like, spill on me, you know. And, I mean, it's
Okay.
welcome. I mean, I
Right.
like that type of activity.
Right.
But at the same time, I mean, he's done that in front of the guy that I like. And
Okay.
so he's seen it, and so I think he kind of just backed up because he
Okay.
doesn't want to, like, step on anybody's toes. So I don't know.
Okay. I think I'm seeing a clearer picture. Now, first things first. Having a workplace romance is very, very, very challenging. You know, it's very risky in itself because, you know, God forbid it doesn't go right, then it can get very messy at work. So with that, you're taking a chance. But having said that now, speaking from a man's point of view, the fact that this other guy has seen you and this other gentleman together, for you to go to him now and say anything about you being attracted to him, you may start to get some sort of reputation at work. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, and I think your chances of having a decent relationship, at least starting off with a decent relationship with the guy that you like, I think the chances have been decreased because he and this other gentleman are friends and he knows what he's done to you or with you, so to speak.
Okay.
You understand? Now, if you decide to approach this gentleman that you find attractive, that you would like to have some sort of relationship with, be prepared to explain yourself. Be prepared to, you may even develop some sort of reputation at work, being that you've kind of messed around with one friend and now you're approaching another one at the same workplace.
Okay.
Does that make sense? So it's interesting because, like I said, it depends on what exactly he saw this guy do to you. Now, because they're friends, you know, people talk. So he may have gone back to his friend and said, you know what, I did this and I did this and I did that. You know, so you really, really want to be careful of the kind of reputation you're developing at work, because regardless of what people say, everybody talks.
Right. I'm kind of thinking about this too. The guy that, you know, I mean, he's not an unattractive guy, of course, where I wouldn't let him touch me or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, it's like he's not the number one pick.
Right.
But he's still a really, really great guy. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
should I just talk to him?
Well, you know, you guys have. It sounds like you guys have. You definitely have some sort of feeling for him, and he obviously has some sort of feeling for you. So my thing is, give it a chance. You know, that's my opinion. Give it a chance because, like I said, the other guy have already seen. He knows what's going on with you and his friend. Now, for you to approach him, it doesn't really look too good in your favor.
Okay.
Okay, it really doesn't look too good in your favor in terms of the.
But I was afraid of, and that's why I wanted a man's point of view. Because,
Right.
you know, I do realize that it probably would look,
Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of.
most likely would look
There's
a
a-
little janky.
Yeah, there's a little bit of feedback, Chantal. Say that one more time.
I said that's why I really wanted a guy's opinion on it because I realized that it really probably would look a little bit skanky.
Right, right.
You know?
I didn't want to use that word, but basically that's how it would look because you have, one person who you're not too attracted to, you know, you guys are kind of playing around, and there's somebody else that you're thinking about approaching. So now, not only would you have to explain yourself to this guy, and, you know, based on what he's seeing and what you're trying to do, he probably has already perceptions of you, negative perceptions of you.
Right.
You know, so.
Not that I'm not totally attracted to the guy. It's just
Right.
that we, you know, it's just been there's someone else that I'm more attracted to.
Okay. So it's not that this guy is just off your radar. It's just that there's somebody that's a little bit more attractive.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, Chantel, looks, the outside is not everything.
You're right.
You know, I say give it a shot. I mean, if you're attracted to the guy enough for you guys to play around, give it a shot. See what the guy's saying. See what he's all about. He may just surprise you.
Okay.
All right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, Chantel.
Okay, thanks.
Okay. Thank you. Let us know how that turns out, okay?
I sure will.
All right. Take care.
You too.
Bye-bye. We have another caller on the phone. Caller, what is your name?
Ambalik.
Ambalik, how are you today?
Not bad, yourself?
I'm fine, thank you. Thank you for calling back.
Oh, no, I love speaking to you.
Thank you. What's on your mind today?
Well, I just wanted to add, you know, what's going on in my life these days. And it's been on my mind. I think it's on a lot of gentlemen's minds.
Mm-hmm.
So, during the recession, if you're single, it's really hard to date.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you know where to go to take your date where you don't spend a lot of money.
Okay.
My thing is, you know, I notice a lot of my friends, including myself, go online to meet a girl.
Mm-hmm.
So I would always like to recommend a museum, particularly the MoMA Museum in New York City, because it's free after 4 o'clock until 8 p.m.
Oh, it is? Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so instead of, you know, getting banged up for $25 a pop for each person, that's 50 right there,
Mm-hmm.
you're basically going for free. Now, I had a blind date. I chatted with her online. We met in person. We had met in person. She was real pretty and really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But would you believe her breath smell?
Oh, really? Okay.
And I offered her a breath mint. I had like a box of breath mints, these tiny ones, and I took like 3 or 4. I said, why don't you have one? She goes, sure. I said, no, why don't you take another one? She goes, no, I'm happy with one. And meanwhile, I had 3 or 4 minutes. She had one. It didn't really do much, but, you know, this is what happens when you know, date online. You don't really meet the person. And then when you meet them first time, you don't want to spend big money, especially with the recession going on. If you're not making a lot of dough,
Mm-hmm.
you definitely want to, you know, spend low key. So I just wanted to share this with my friends and, you know, my gentlemen out there, my homies, you know, that, you know, when you go on a blind date, you don't want to spend big money.
Right.
Go to a museum, and if something, she doesn't look right, or she doesn't look like the picture, or breath smells, it's okay to piece her out, because you're only there for a little bit, and you didn't spend any money on her.
Okay. Now, Ambalik, let me play devil's advocate for a minute, okay? Now, you know, there's a lot of reasons why somebody may have a sour breath. Maybe, you know, it might be sickness, it might be a medication that she's taking. Are you willing to consider that, or are you just done with it altogether because of the hot breath?
Well, you know, I don't have to deal with the woman to the point where we're face to face all the time, if you know what I mean, with certain activities. So I'm willing to make some concessions.
Okay.
You know, I can always, you know, maneuver around that to some extent. Now, if we meet a second time and the breath is still kicking, well, then I know there's a problem there.
Okay.
And, you know, I've met women where there was a problem up there and a problem down there, if you know what I mean. So
Okay.
there's a smell going both places. Nothing's really going to go far with that woman, I tell you that.
Okay. All right, Ambalik.
Yeah, man. So I always want to stress this to my friends, you know, and my homies and the gentlemen I know in my life. You definitely want to take a girl on a date, especially a blind date, to a place where you're not spending any big money. If she's got bad breath, I would say piece her out. Unless she's super hot and you're willing to make some concessions, again, and you don't have to use, you know, you don't have to deal with her face to face in all activities, if you know what I mean. Then I would try to work around it.
Well, all right, Ambalik. Thank you for your comments.
No problem. Anytime you let me know, I'm willing to talk. I'm here to spill the beans.
Thank you. Have a good one, okay?
You too, man.
All right, take care.
Bye.
Okay, we have Steve on the line. Steve, are you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still there.
All right, Steve. Where you calling from? Miramar, Florida. Welcome, Steve.
Yeah, what's up?
What's going on, partner? What's on your mind?
Yo, man, I get real sick and tired of the way that these people disrespect our president, Barack Obama. Never in my life, I am 38 years old, and never in my life have I seen a president so constantly disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
The only other situation partially comparable is at the end of George Bush's term. Then it seemed like everybody was hitting with pot shots because he was just a complete idiot. But Barack Obama has been nothing but stand up. I mean, you don't have to agree with all his policies and whatnot.
Right.
But he's been respectful. He's been stand up. He's been, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people I'm talking about politicians calling names.
Mm-hmm.
You got this lady, she's sticking her finger in his face the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these are government officials disrespecting the president of the United States.
Mm-hmm.
Simply and it's only because he's a black man.
Mm-hmm.
And I get real sick and tired of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I understand.
Man, it's disgusting.
Yeah, I definitely understand your point of view, and it's a very, very touchy subject. Now, when you say disrespect, you have, aside from the caption of the government official sticking her finger in his face, do you have any specific occurrences that might have happened?
More, man. From when when he was running, and him and his wife had a little fist bump. You know, they tried to call it the hip hop fist bump. They were trying to make references.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The other government official the other day who referred to Michelle Obama, because she champions obesity.
Right.
And this guy comes off, he makes a comment like, well, she's championing, she's fighting for obesity.
Mm.
But look at her backside. Like, this is a government official, dude.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It just never stops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people yelling at the president and those when they would have those those forums.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I forget what you call them. Those forums. You know, it's just crazy. It's just crazy.
Right. Well, you know what, Steve? I agree with what you're saying in terms of the disrespect. I definitely agree, but I think the way that we can work towards this is to channel that energy towards positivity. And by that I mean, anytime you're successful, you're always going to find people to try to knock you down, try to disrespect you, so to speak. And you have to show those people that you can rise above it and use their negativity to build, to get yourself to that top of the mountain.
I guess I just have a big problem with it because I know why they're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's black.
Well, you know what, Steve? You really don't know why. You can assume, you can presume, you can think you know why, but you really don't know why they're doing it.
I don't remember them doing that to any other president.
Case in point, I'm not saying that you're wrong. Now understand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're necessarily wrong, but we don't have the facts as to why he's being treated the way he's being treated. So based on that, the only thing we could do is uplift him, continue to support him, uplift him, and use all that negativity to build ourselves up.
Can I throw one more thing in there?
Sure, go ahead, Steve.
This is the first black president we have had
Yes, it is.
in the United States of America.
Yes, it is.
It makes me so sick when black people are out there. I can't stand Barack Obama. Now, obviously, it's not the majority of us, but you always have the few who have criticisms for the man. Talk about he's not doing a good job, this, that, and the third. Listen, for as many white presidents who screwed up this country, okay, the first black president you get, you got something to say, you need to be supporting him because God knows when you're going to see another one. It goes beyond him being look, he's an example for our children. Now we're able to say to our kids, really, you can really be president, because before they used to say, nobody believed it.
It's true.
But now it's become a reality. It's like people don't see what, you know what I'm saying? They don't see own people down there, it makes me sick to my stomach. Idiots.
All right, Steve. All right,
I
Steve.
play the angry black man.
Well, you know what, Steve? Don't get too worked up. Don't get too worked up over it, bro.
It bothers me.
You know, I understand it bothers you, but don't get too worked up over it. Like I said, use all that negativity to build yourself up. And definitely go out, vote, and support him. You know, there's other ways of supporting him than being so angry. You know, take the president's example take his demeanor, for example. I'm sure he sees some of the disrespect, and I'm sure he sees a lot of negativity, and he uses that negativity to build on, to make himself stronger. You should do the same, Steve.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay?
All right, bro.
All right, bro. Thank you for the commentary.
No problem.
All right, take care, man. And that concludes our show for today. But first, let me leave you with this thought. Success begins with your state of mind. When you believe in yourself, you project that out to other people, and they in turn believe in you. So keep that in the back of your mind when you're doing your new ventures. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit me up on the blog, the emails, call the hotline. Have a wonderful week.